walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now, here we are. And the Knowles will kick this deep to begin the game. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Notre Dame's offense making their way on the field today. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Well, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms. Because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver. A great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Second down now after the sack. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. They got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. So the Florida State Seminoles offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, wide receiver Kirk, this dangerous, who lines up all over the place. Can the linebackers step up and help out the secondary enough today?
Yeah, usually you see these matchups, the slot receiver has a big advantage. But I'll tell you, this linebacker is an excellent athlete. But the wide receiver he's covering today will pose a textbook challenge to see if he can truly cover.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action. You can throw it over top of it.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And now the running back's got it again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Receiver makes the grab. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Linebacker shifting around now. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against the run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield to the tight end.
Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're over.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you got to try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working. It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
He's found some room at the 45. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Eludes a tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches.
A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep it
makes a spectacular diving catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks downfield. He connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitching catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Here's a target, and it's complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Good catch just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. It's a nice play by the quarterback and wide receiver there.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Seminoles will bring their punt team on the field now. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
He's looking deep here. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot it down around the 10-yard line. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect from Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is caught.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Can he get there on the ground? He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
Looking right, this one caught. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the Stiffs.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And he's just wide open over there downfield. Kirk, what happened on the coverage that time?
Chris, I don't know how you lose the big tight end like that, but they did. I think it's just blown coverage. Whatever defense they were in, they need to make some adjustments. Make sure that doesn't happen again.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Seminoles are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line. And the Noles line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards instead. You're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. Well, they slow the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And then first down, they go right back to him. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Getting set. Here's second down. Brings up second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The pass rush closing in. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is, just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Makes a quick catch. Down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
Kttn puts him in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
It's an out route. The catch made. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Can they pick up the first on the ground? That's a strong stiff arm. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Got to catch the defense with the draw. Powers through the tackle. And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick catch over the middle. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
He's got it near the end zone. but he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Nothing going with the running game on those 2 plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. He'll hand it off. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He spins out of a tackle. And the returner will be brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He eludes the rush. Looks like he's going to run it. And that broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth and making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Fielded near the 20. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The Noles are in the red zone now, looking to throw it from the red zone. Slides the quick throw. And the senior showing his toughness, standing in there to take the hit.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but...
And it's caught. Touchdown, Knowles. Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
That makes the score Florida State 35, Notre Dame.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting done. Entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. And of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a big gain.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
And the Knowles looking to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Seminoles will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle, but forced down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Seminoles. And this one is getting ugly.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here?
Returner is tackled down at the 17. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wide out. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Here's a first and 10 play. Looking to throw again. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And he's got his man open downfield. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A new set of downs after that completion. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on first and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on first and 10.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical with the line.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job.